Tonight, Russia unleashing attacks on Kharkiv, the shelling setting apartments on fire. You can't even imagine. It's horrific, this witness says. Russia intensifying its assaults on eastern Ukraine just hours after that American show of support in Kyiv. The U.S. Secretaries of State and Defense meeting face-to-face with Ukraine President Zelensky.
We will continue to do everything possible to ensure that you're successful.
The U.S. promising more military aid today to Ukraine, bringing the total to $3.7 billion since the war started.
In terms of Russia's war aims, Russia has already failed, and Ukraine has already succeeded.
The White House has been under pressure to send officials to Ukraine after several European presidents, plus British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, traveled here, though the White House says there are still no plans for President Biden to make the trip. Asked today about the Kyiv meeting, he said,
"How do you think it went, sir?"
Shortly after the U.S. officials departed, Russia striking multiple train stations in Ukraine. Much of the Western military aid arrives here by train. Meanwhile, the southern port city of Odessa is increasingly becoming a target. This video showing the moment a Russian missile hit an apartment building over the weekend. 8 were killed, including 3-month-old Kira, her mother, and her grandmother. Today, they're cleaning up after the first strike here in 3 weeks. The missile came from that direction, hit the front of the building, and went straight through to the back. People here, until now, felt relatively safe. Inside, apartments incinerated, a hole blasted through the concrete floor. It was like a movie. We were having tea, and we heard a huge boom, says Natalia, who lives in a neighboring building. Tonight, Russia is also fighting fires at an oil depot near one of Russia's most important export pipelines. The cause still unclear.
And Kelly joining us now from Odessa. Kelly, the U.S. wanted to send a clear message with that meeting with President Zelensky and the announcement of military aid.
That's right, Lester. Defense Secretary Austin said the point of the effort now is to weaken Russia to such a degree that it cannot do again what it has done.